And we're visiting Colgate University, and you're looking at the main sign. This was also founded in 1819. This was founded by a group of Baptists, and that feeling of Christianity carried on for many hundreds of years. So now they're in their 203rd year. Out of here, we've had many famous graduates. One was the founder of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. You also had Andy Rooney, the very famous writer and television personnel. We've had congressmen, and we've even had a governor and Supreme Court justice. So let's take a look at the campus. It's again one of the older campuses. They call it a little Ivy, meaning that it's a hidden Ivy League school, and it's got a long history for that, and it's very competitive. So we're going to just sneak onto the campus here, and we're going by the natatorium, which is another word for swimming pool. So you're looking at the swimming pool right now, the college swimming pool. And this is really a beautiful campus, absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to pull inside here. They've also got full Division I athletics, which means they've got football, basketball, soccer. Come across this way. And what you're looking at is the back of one of the residential buildings. And you can actually see some of the people are getting ready. They just had graduation. So a lot of the graduates are leaving, and of course the freshmen or the sophomores are already gone because they'll be coming back in the autumn. So now you're starting to see people clean. I'm going to come around really slow. Here is the Wellness Center, the Wellness Institute. So if you get sick, they've got a wellness center. They've actually got a pretty good size center too across the hall, across the road. Now remember, this is a university, which means it's a collection of small colleges under the same name. It's got a science college, the College for Science, which studies primarily biology. So many people who want to go on and be a medical doctor, they will actually come here to do their undergraduate work. However, Colgate also has done a great deal of work when it comes to different fields like medicine, biology, and of course they've got a very strong engineering program. Now, less famous than that, they do theater, but that's not really what they're more well known for. It's more for science and the law, and as I said earlier, you had a congressman, you had a Supreme Court justice, so a great program for law and government. Highly competitive, and we're just going to slowly go through. Now again, this is one of those campuses, you can see the way it expanded. It's more of straight across. It doesn't go around. It's a little bit like Cornell. We're just going to go by the map here, and that's what it's showing you. We're right there where the pond is. But wait till you see these buildings. Now behind us is the residential. Up on the hill, what we're looking at here are the science and law buildings. These are the different academic buildings. These classrooms are gorgeous. You really can see the construction here. You can see how these were built over the last few hundred years, because honestly, they just don't build buildings like this anymore. Just going to come up very slow. They do have a very large endowment of $1.2 billion, and they have a very large land endowment, meaning that the school has massive amounts of land to expand on. Here again, we're looking at some of the residentials, and up on the further part on the hill, you see the academic buildings. I'm going to take you up and down again. I'm going to take you up toward the observatory. Now, you can see the main building up there, the main academic building. It's actually got a gold top on it. It would be very difficult to walk up there today in this heat, but it is on a mountain. Colgate was endowed with the land here on the mountain, and that wasn't uncommon for a lot of these older universities. They like to build on hilltops. It gave them greater observatory. The land wasn't as in much demand. I want to show you this sign. There's the Colgate, Dio ac vendati, verdati, which is Latin. I'm just going to come up this way a little bit. There you go. Here again, the back of the academic buildings. Science, math, English. It's all done right here. And you're actually seeing from this bottom of this hill up, you can see the entire campus. It's in full view. It's not kind of hidden. It's just laid straight out across the mountaintop. I'm trying to be careful. We're very fortunate today because the students have left, so we're not hitting any kind of traffic. I do see some of the students still moving out, getting ready for the summer. Some of these buildings are 5 stories tall, solid stone. So they have more than enough room. It is not a very large college, though. It's about 3,000 students and 54 academic fields. And again, they range from, here's, by the way, the Science Center, Robert Ho Science Center. And you can see inside they're growing different plant life. They've got trees growing and plants. And how they've built this curving around the mountain is just amazing. This is the back of the campus center. And as we were looking earlier at the top of those peaks, here's one of the main academic buildings right here to the right. I'm going to turn around here at the observatory. You're seeing here on your right the president's housing, the president of the college. We're pulling into the observatory lane. So as I pull out here, you'll see the observatory, because one of the science fields, of course, they do astronomy, which is, boy, again, you can't pick a better place for this. Now we're going to come down the road, which is really a unique opportunity, because you'll see the other side of the campus since we're through that center road. Here's the gatehouse, which is primarily security now. Computer labs. Some of the more administration buildings, human resources. Again, not a large university, but diverse and solid. Very strong academically too. You can see campus security again. They've got a real strong presence, so it's a very safe campus. And the town of Hamilton is not very large, so you're not going to get into a very... This would have been one of the original president's buildings. Now it's the Alumni Office. It's where, the alumni come to apply and things like that. It's where the faculty gets their coursework ready. It's called the Merrill House. I'm going to try to take you just inside here. Here's the admissions building. How's that for a beautiful building for admissions? I'm trying to take you right up inside here, but I don't know how far in we can get. There are some narrow roads because it's one of the older schools. You're looking at the back here of the campus building, and you can see they have like a little restaurant area.
Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. And look at the view across the valley. And there's their pond. When you come in, this pond is there, and they've decorated it beautifully. You can walk around it. Parsons Hall. And the landscape is nice. You can see they've kept the original trees. They've grown some new trees over the last 20 or 30 years. But they've really maintained the atmosphere of being on the mountain. There's a chapel house up there. I don't know if I can get all the way up, but I'm going to try to get up the hill here. The worst that can happen is we get stopped, and I got to turn around. I'm seeing a lot of the students just getting ready to move out. getting to the very top of the campus called Chapel House. Look at this garden. Just got somebody in front of us here walking a carriage, and I don't want to. I don't think she knows we're behind her, so I don't want to frighten her. There we go. This is the turnaround spot. There's the Chapel House, which is parts. And we'll turn back around. This is the very top of the campus, the top of their property. We're going to come down the other way. On the way out, I'll show you the pond. All of this woods, all of it we're on, is all the university's property. Now, if you go here, you better be prepared to have your hiking shoes, because you'll be every day walking up and down some mountains. Here's their own little garden. You can see it's probably just starting up for the spring. Here's some more of the main buildings we saw up from the road. Some more students getting ready to leave. Some of the buildings here on the left, Spear House, a building in 1835. You can see the cornerstones. Again, we're just coming back down the campus. We're on that same road. It's kind of a straight out, straight back. You do have to go slow. A lot of crosswalks. This is a campus where you do all your walking. There is no shuttle service, or there wouldn't be any need for it. Take you right out back to the beginning, because we're doing the full circle. But I really want you to get a chance to see this park. This is all their property. You can see the beautiful trees. We have the cherry blossoms out this time of the year. Right here is that pond I was talking about. This is right at the entrance of the campus, and you can see how they've decorated the trees with lights. And you can see some of the students probably walking around just to enjoy the spring before they go home. And that takes us back to the beginning of the campus. Well, thank you everybody for joining us here at Colgate University. Have a great day.